And welcome to another edition of Behind the Ropes Media for a Wednesday edition. I'm your host, Vince Lospada, along with my co-host, the man to my right corner. We call him the Belts, Niko Extra.
Collector of belts. I like it.
And the man behind this whole mess that started the whole BTR move, the man, Jay Boar. What's going on, buddy?
What's on and popping? What's good?
Well, guys, another start of the week has begun. Tonight we had a explosive NXT. The ending of NXT was a little crazy to me. Rochelle Gonzalez interfering in the match, which making Rhea Ripley lose against Toni Storm. But, you know, before NXT, I want to talk about, let's talk about Raw. What do we all think about that that beginning match? We got AJ Styles versus Sheamus. I think that was a solid match. What do you guys think?
I definitely think that match paid off as the opening match of Raw. Unfortunately, the ratings didn't prevail, as I saw as one of the lowest ratings they've had in a long time, maybe ever. But I feel like Raw's putting on quality matches right now. They got all the talent in the world. They really stacked the case over there to have AJ, Riddle. I mean, they got everyone except Roman Reigns. They even brought over The Fiend and Bray Wyatt to really put the injection of energy into it, but it still isn't working at the end of the day, and I don't know how to fix it. But they thought it was overall that was a great match. What do you think, Jay?
To be honest with you, man, I caught bits and pieces of it. I thought it was just kind of boring. I ended up falling asleep in the middle of Raw. I'm not even gonna lie, man. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I just thought it was kind of boring, man. It's starting to stale out to me. And like Niko said, the views aren't there. To me, Vince McMahon's just unbelievably, not utilizing the stars that he needs to, and it's really taking a toll on us. Being able to sit there for 3 hours and watch the shit. But I did see the highlights of that match, and I thought, AJ Styles, obviously they're gonna make him look strong before the pay-per-view.
This man's 42 years old, I believe, and that's impressive for him to be doing what he's doing in the ring, because he's still performing at the very top level.
Right. Oh, definitely. There's guys like that stick out to me.
I'm just hoping we get a chance to go to the Royal Rumble this year. Like I'm crossing my fingers they're gonna let us into the Rumble.
I feel it. I feel it in our veins. I feel us being very close to the ring, because all three of us are bougie, spoiled mother effers. I see us all within 10 to 15 rows of that shit. What do you say?
I mean,
yeah, I think
we're definitely not going to be in upper deck. That's for sure. That's not how we roll.
Wow. I mean,
I think it's going to be like $1,000 for like upper bowl tickets.
No.
I mean, Orlando Magic tickets went on sale today, and the nosebleeds are close to $100 each. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah, but you can go and take a match, find a 2-pack under behind the fucking basketball court, behind the ring, behind the fucking rim for like $100, and you'll be like
$130
in the ring.
How are we liking this Bray Wyatt, Randy Orton? Is it getting stale or is it getting good?
It's just getting going, man. It can't be stale yet. They just got this shit going. The thing that's getting stale to me, and I know this might sound weird, should Bray have two faces? Should he be Bray and the Fiend, or should he just be the Fiend and just like be a presence? Because I kind of feel like the Mr. Rogers gimmick, although entertaining at times, is still kind of shit. And the character's kind of shit. Him in the ring, wrestling and stuff. It just doesn't really work for me that he's average Bray Wyatt. You know what I mean? When just a couple of years ago, he was the leader of the group. And it just doesn't work for me. But what do you think about that one? Do we need these faces? And will there be more faces?
I definitely do. I definitely do think that the Mr. Roger gimmick is getting a little boring. Honestly, bringing in Alexa Bliss, I don't even think that was necessary to bring Alexa Bliss in. But man has some kind of weird concept that he knows more than we do. So, I guess we have to let it play out. I mean, I like what you said earlier, Jay, on your text message, that all the legends are gone and now they're really fighting. I feel like they're really fighting to put a good show on. I mean, and like Riddle, I don't even think they're giving Riddle a good spot. I mean, they're making him like a manager kind of. I mean, he's been coming out with everybody. I just don't understand.
Dude, and we're friends with Matt Riddle, and I'm telling you right now, he's not going anywhere right now. It seems like, if we would have talked about this, 2 months ago, I'm over here thinking he's going to the moon. Vince McMahon controlling this shit. It just seems like he's not going anywhere, dude. Same with Keith Lee. They pushed him back to the Performance Center, whatever the name.
Royal Rumble, though, don't you think?
There's a lot of guys,
and isn't
man.
Matt Riddle on every single week with multiple segments? I mean, you're just kind of whiny. Let's be honest. Like, he's on every single week with multiple segments. He's got his bro nuts. He's doing a segment with Bray Wyatt's Rabbit, and then he's in the ring fighting MVP. Like, and he's out there with Jeff Hardy. He was out there like 4 fucking times. What do you mean he's buried or they're not using? I mean, I don't understand your logic there.
I don't think. All right. So me personally, I'm not saying he's buried. I'm just saying he just seems like he's not going anywhere at the moment. You know what I mean? It just seems stagnant to what they could have done. I mean, Keith Lee should be a fucking champion. Let's be honest.
But he's fighting champions for the title. Like, he was on Team Raw again, just like Riddle, and he's had multiple matches against, if not world champions, for the championship. And plus, he's slated to be in a WrestleMania match that's going to be significant. So, why do we expect everything as soon as they move up from NXT to happen within 6 months? And why do we always expect them to win the gold within 6 months? And not, we're talking Intercontinental, we're talking WWE World Champion. They said the same bullshit about Ricochet. They said the same bullshit about.
I mean, so what do you do?
Black, and here we are with Keith Lee again. It never ends.
Well, I mean, what do we do then, Niko? I mean, you're a marketer. What does WWE do to get the viewers up? I mean, the all-time low record. I had to really look into that to see. No one's watching this shit. Monday night. What they? I don't know. What was it, like 1.5 or 2?
It was their Monday Night Football. I'm sure there was, right? There usually is, or is it over?
Monday Night Football. I don't even know. I mean, who?
And plus, I don't know if they played on. There's just a lot going on right now, and plus Corona. So, I mean, yeah, the number sucks, but the number's been sucky for a long time. They haven't hit 6 million in 10 years. Those numbers are gone, and it's never going to happen again. But they're going to. I mean, SmackDown's getting well over 2 million a month or a week. So I'm not sure where they're and they have Roman Reigns, who obviously moves the needle, but they're in a transition period, and WWE does this every so often. You said it best, like Vince said in the text message that we were having, where you said all the legends are gone. Yeah. All those guys that were once our idols and we're looking up to are now old farts, like Taker, Mick Foley, HBK, Triple H. They're all done. And now the stars of today, the Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns and Bray Wyatt, they're kind of trying to find themselves and make themselves legends, but they're not even close to being there. So, and they're in a weird period of their time right now where they're trying to create major superstars, but they don't have any superstars. That's why they keep bringing Goldberg back and Undertaker and all these people, because they think they need this significant person. We're kind of, if you think about it, AEW is doing the same shit. They got Kenny Omega, they got Jericho, they got Moxley. I mean, they're using big names too of people that have been around forever to really elevate them. So.
What was our thought tonight about NXT, guys? Who watched NXT? Who watched AEW tonight? I flipped back and forth between the two, but I caught all the main matches on NXT.
I did as well. I thought it was really good, actually. The main event was better than expected. I'm surprised Tony won, but then again, Rhea, for some reasons, in the doghouse and hasn't been getting the push, or she's getting the move up, which makes perfect sense. But if she's not getting the move up and she's losing clean, that's problematic for me, because in my opinion, she's one of the best wrestlers in the world. But the big news for me,
can we say that Toni Storm has like the nicest ass?
Oh, I mean, Toni Storm is beautiful in so many different ways.
And Scarlett too.
Scarlett's amazing. It was good to see Karrion Kross back. And NXT needs a Karrion Kross because they're lacking big names. That's a big name back.
The hips. It's the hips, Vince. It's the hips.
I love it. I love it. Like fettuccine Alfredo dish for me. With a little sauce on the side. There you go.
I mean,
thanks for joining us.
Yeah, man needs competition. I don't know what the hell WWE is doing right now. I don't. I agree with you, McMahon. I don't know what the hell they're doing. Whoever
Did
you
you
are.
think you watched both shows, Vince? Did you think AEW was better than NXT tonight?
No, I for the first time in a while, I think NXT had a better show. I really do. I mean, yeah. All right. So on the other hand, you had Private Party and Matt Hardy taking on. It was Hangman Page and do you know the other two guys that were on the team?
I didn't see the match, but I saw most of the show tonight.
And then you had then the other big match was Cody. He took on
Giovanni or something. That they tore the house down.
But I mean, on the other side, I mean, look, you had Kyle O'Reilly versus Pete Dunne.
That was a great match.
Yeah, you had Tony Storm versus Rhea Ripley, and then you had Johnny Gargano and Theory taking on Kushida and oh god, why am I brain farting? What was
we also had, not to get off topic, we also had Ciampa and that new guy who got the Bivens push at the end, the Bivens rub saying, "Stand up, you're a superstar." So that was, NXT tonight was better than a long time.
That guy Russ.
Yeah.
I think AEW is a bit better than NXT right now. Couple of our friends actually went to AEW tonight. They took that long drive, and I was actually gonna go until I was gonna buy a new car today, and then I saw the match card for NXT, and I'm like, dude, I need NXT is gonna be great tonight. I saw Pete Dunne on the match card, Rhea Ripley. I'm like, dude, tonight is gonna be a good night. And I think NXT stole the show, the show tonight. If you were to compare AEW and NXT, man, they were on fire tonight, man. That Russ guy, he was very impressive. I wasn't expecting too much. He's a new recruit from what I know, and his technical moves. To me personally, I like watching him fight more than I do Thatcher. And I think Tommaso coming out with the mask and stuff is pretty sick. And that was a great match.
Yeah, whenever you have Ciampa coming out, and I really do think Ciampa. I feel like every time you watch Ciampa, it gets better and better. I mean, that match he had with Thatcher at War Games was pretty good.
You know what Ciampa guarantees? He guarantees you're going to see a good wrestling match.
Yeah, you're right.
Every single time he gets in the ring, you're going to have a good match. You can't say that about a lot of people. Riddle's another one. I know you're going to name drop him 100 times tonight, Jay, but like he puts on a good match. Sheamus has been putting on some bangers lately. The last 4 or 5 matches he had, really good matches. So, I mean, it's good stuff right now. I'm really enjoying professional wrestling in the state it's in. I think AEW is so healthy for everything. I think it's healthy for WWE to realize that there is something out there that's actually better than their product. The fact that AEW is beating NXT, and it's not just beating them by a little bit, it's beating them by significant numbers. We're talking 960,000 to 650,000, 300,000 more viewers than what we're having. And thank you everyone joining us all over. I see we got people from YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, all over the world. Awesome. All over, baby. Let me ask you guys this. Do you think Kyle O'Reilly is a legitimate star and he's going to make it? How far does he go? I could see NXT World Champion, but is it ever anything bigger?
I've been telling you guys this since TakeOver 31. Dude, that night for him was magical. It really showed his true potential when he had that fight with Finn Balor. And I honestly think, will he win the belt? No, but can he win the belt? I believe so. And I do see like a big future ahead of this guy, man. I do. If Undisputed splits up, Kyle O'Reilly's gonna be he's gonna be a good star. I mean, that's my opinion about it.
I see Roderick Strong being a bigger star out of both Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish. I see. Not only does I feel like Roderick Strong has more power and his chops are amazing in the ring. I mean, I feel like he's one of the only guys in NXT that when you hear his chops, you cringe when you're in the audience. Besides, I mean,
Walter.
you're right. He
and
has
Walter, yeah, they give
they have some pretty ass. But besides Adam Cole, I really do think that Red Strong, if they don't, if they don't keep him back like they're doing with Gargano, I think he has a chance to maybe be like an Intercontinental or U.S. champ.
Yeah, I mean, I see everyone in there having the potential, and even Bobby Fish, if he can stay healthy, they all have the potential to be champions in their own right. It's how far does Vince see them? And Vince doesn't like little guys, and all four of them are not. Oh, I don't give a damn what you say. Not one of them's over 6 foot tall. I stand next to him. I'm 6'1". Not one of them towers over me. Maybe Roderick might be over 200 pounds, but he's the only one that's over 200. They're just not big guys in general. So Vince McMahon, and I know Triple H can look by it, but if as individuals, not Undisputed Era, which obviously is a successful gimmick, as individuals, can they be successful? I don't know if that's a true statement. And if the answer is yes, we know Adam Cole can, but can everyone else?
Right. Well, Niko, let's bring Mad Dog in, and let's get his take on Mad Dog. Did you check out Raw or NXT?
I did. I watched both.
What's your take?
Right. So Raw, right now, is struggling in the ratings. I actually heard that Lana was pulled from the match because she's injured. That's what I heard. Now I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what I heard. And they're basically doing my boy Bray Wyatt. I'm showing off the shirt here. The Fiend, Yowie Wowie. It says let me in the back. Basically him versus Randy Orton is basically what Randy Orton did with The Undertaker in 2005. And that's what really got me into WWE, actually, was that feud. I was a young kid and I was like, there's no way this guy's on fire. You know what I mean? So it was kind of crazy, but it's just really Raw's boring for me right now. And NXT is like at this top level of like all these and it's not even like the male it's the female superstars. Like tonight, it was a little silly the way that match ended between Tony and Rhea, but if you really put Rhea Ripley and Tony Storm one-on-one without the interference, it really would have been a solid match. So yeah, it's my take on it. As for Raw, boring.
Everyone has a price for the $1 Million Man.
money. Thanks for the virtual hug, homie.
SmackDown's awesome, by the way. SmackDown is my favorite for WWE right now, currently. And it's not because of Roman, it's just because they have better matches, I think. I really do. I think it's just better storytelling,
No, I totally agree. I think at one time Raw had a better show, but now that the pandemic is going on, I just think that SmackDown, even without having Riddle on SmackDown's still a better show.
Yep.
It's Roman, dude. It's the Roman effect. He takes over like 3 segments of the show, and every single one of them is very entertaining. He'll come out in the beginning, and you know what I noticed that I love the most? If you watch it this Friday, Paul Heyman just stares at him. He just looks over in the corner, just looks up at him like he's freaking God. He sells it so good. There's no one better, right? There's no one better than Paul Heyman and the manager. I mean, yeah, the Bobby Heenans and all these people in the world, but like right now and today, is there anyone that even stands close to Heyman as a sidekick?
No. I mean, let's face it, guys. Managers today are not like what they were back in the day with like Sensational Sherry
they were an essential back then, dude.
Yeah,
Jim Cornette, Bobby Heenan, those guys made or break the match. They'd always get like tossed into the ring and get like one punch in the face. You know what I mean? It was so good. Now it's shit. I just can't. I can't think of one good manager besides Paul Heyman that really I enjoy, honestly. I guess Taz is entertaining, but he's making it too much about himself. He puts himself over every week. It's kind of annoying. Strong mid Carter. Yeah, I could see that 30 frame.
I actually do like a manager on the NXT brand. I'm gonna get a little backlash, I know, but Robert Stone, I is one of my favorites. I think he's very entertaining. The way he did that feud earlier this year with Shotzi and a couple of his clients, I really did like it. And I heard he's mad right now, according to my sources. He's upset where his character is going because he hasn't been on NXT television, so who knows where it's going to go. But I always liked Robert Stone. I thought he's just that funny character to bring into NXT for the
Hey, is that a pussy in your background?
Oh yes, that's a cat.
I'm just kidding.
That is a cat. Yeah, that is a.
I just want to get the chance to say the P word without getting in trouble because there's a cat in the background. So
You know what? Yes. Good for Robert Stone. I've been just thinking about it. Garrett.
Say again, Vince.
Anna Garrett. I don't.
Okay.
Is Robert Stone still around? I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, that's why he's upset. You know, according to this article here I just read before I joined you guys, he said he's upset that he hasn't been on the WWE TV. So yeah, I could see his frustrations.
It's because he's boring, bro. He's a complete bore fest. The guy's nickname is Robert Stone. You know how they say brand? Bland. Let's be honest. The guy comes out. He comes out. He's not that great of an in-ring wrestler. He tries to sell his gimmick as hard as he can, and who's really buying it? You need that natural voice. Your appearance isn't what's gonna sell. Your outfit, the costume you bring out to the ring is what's gonna sell. It's your voice. It's your energy. It's your style of saying things is what WWE needs to allow these guys to be more creative with. I enjoy watching NXT and AEW. It's more entertaining. Wednesday night has been stealing the week to me. I enjoy watching this because they tend to allow these guys on AEW and NXT to kind of, you go off script a little bit and do what, and I think Triple H has a lot to do with it in NXT. Allow them to flow with themselves. It's not so much of a, one punch, you're going to do this, you're going to drop kick me, and we're going to call it a night. And, and honestly, Monday nights and Fridays, they need a pick. It needs to be, Roman Reigns is leading. He's the man of the company right now. Let's be honest. Friday nights, Roman Reigns is the man of the company. Who is after Roman Reigns? Who's going to carry that next step that, Undertaker left, and, Hardy, is leaving, and Rey Mysterio and guys like that are going to leave soon, and AJ Styles, who's next up, and that's what, I think that's what they're trying to figure out right now. But, I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen. I really am. Between TLC and the Royal Rumble, there's a lot. I think there'll be a lot of changes, and I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on in WWE right now, but NXT and AEW are definitely leading the league, in my opinion. I mean,
true.
Yeah.
Well, Matt, now let's hear some news